YouTube, what is going on? Welcome to the video, welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time, welcome to the channel. Hope you're doing amazing. In this video, we are going to cover my top 9 tips that can help you stay full while you're on a calorie deficit, while you are on your weight loss diet journey. Because obviously, as we know, if you are consistently hungry, it is going to be pretty hard to stick to your diet. And if you're consistently hungry and you're not sticking to your diet, you're not going to see results. There are certain things you can do to help mitigate this hunger. I'm going to give you my top 9 tips right here. We got a little mix of like ad lib, a little mix of guessing games going on. I'm an entertainer. I want to entertain you as well, kind of keep you engaged, all right? So first one, we're going to cover protein. Protein, get it? Protein. Protein is by far, whenever somebody comes to me for online coaching, protein is always the most under-consumed macronutrient. And it's also the most important macronutrient when it comes to sticking to your diet, being less hungry, being more full, so on and so forth. Protein is just simply the most satiating nutrient. This just means you are going to be massively more full, more satisfied the more protein you eat. This is why if you're eating 40 grams of protein per day, you are going to have a hard time keeping your hunger in check. And so, number one, getting adequate protein. Now, how much is adequate protein? It depends. I would say take your goal body weight in pounds, right? So, sorry for the people outside of the US. Take your goal body weight in pounds and multiply that between anywhere from, I'd say 0.8 to 1.2, anywhere in between that range. So let's just say your goal body weight's 150 pounds. You take 150 multiplied times 150 grams of protein, okay? That's how much grams of protein you should be eating per day. Now, if you need some extra help on how to hit that protein, because once again, protein is the most under-consumed macronutrient. It's also normally the hardest for people to actually hit their goals with. Like one of the biggest things I work with my clients on is how to actually get more protein into their diet. I'm gonna link 2 things here for you. Number one, below in the description, I'm gonna link an article I wrote on my top 5 ways to get more protein into your diet. Number 2, I'm going to link a video here above that I did on YouTube giving my top 10 high protein foods that you can put into your diet, all right? So that is number 1, and honestly, that can make a massive impact. All these can, but getting adequate protein, I promise you, is gonna make a massive impact. That's number 1. Number 2, do what your mother told you and just eat your vegetables, please. I don't wanna belabor this point. You're watching this. I don't care if you're 12 or you're 21 or you're 36 or you're 84. I don't care. Just eat your fucking vegetables. I shouldn't even have to ask you this. This is a childish conversation me and you are having right now. Please eat your vegetables for the love of God. You're a grown adult. You pay taxes, you pay your car bill, you pay your mortgage. Even if you don't, you go to school. Even if you don't go to school, I don't care. If you just sit in bed all day and do nothing, you should still be eating your vegetables. You know they're good for you. Stop fucking around with it. Just eat the vegetables. Find a way. I don't care if you don't like them. Number 1, I don't care if you don't like them. I really don't. Eat your vegetables still. But number 2, find ways to like them. Whether you do a stir fry, whether you put it into your shake, whether you have one big ass salad a day. I don't care what it is. You need to eat your vegetables because number 1, again, you're a grown adult. But number 2, there's a reason why vegetables are such a staple in any quote unquote diet. They are very low calorie for very high filling. So it fills your stomach up with food, like your actual stomach, it fills it up with food, right? Think about one Reese's cup going down into your stomach, and then think about, 2 cups full of salad going into your stomach. That Reese's cup is like this fucking big, whereas the salad, you get this whole big bowl, you put it into your stomach, there's a lot more food volume in your stomach, but not that many calories. So it will help you stay full, but it will also help you stay in your calorie deficit, which, by the way, is the only way you're going to lose body fat. And by the way, if you want to know how many calories you should be eating to lose body fat, feel free to head to the link above. I put a video here. It's a totally free calculator. It's on YouTube. Go check it out. But that is going to massively help you. Eat your vegetables. It is going to help you in your journey. I don't want to belabor this anymore because you know you should be eating your vegetables, and I'm not going to sit here and treat you like a 5-year-old. If you want to be treated like a 5-year-old, don't eat your vegetables. But if you want to be treated like a real adult, please eat your vegetables. That's number 2. Number 3, don't do this. Please do not eat 800 calories a day or 1,000 calories a day. Just don't. It's just fucking stupid. It's not smart. It is not People who are intelligent would not recommend you to do that because it is not sustainable. Of course, you're going to be ravenously hungry if you're eating 800 calories per day. And a very quick side note, some people might watch this and say, Eric, I'm doing that and I'm not hungry and I'm fine and I'm actually not losing weight. You're not actually eating 800 calories. If you want to, once again, I'll put a video here above. If you think you're eating 800 calories and you're not losing weight or you're not hungry, number one, you're not tracking calories accurately, and or number two, you're not being as consistent as you think. Maybe 1 or 2 days you're eating 800 calories, and then on Thursday you're eating 2,400 calories, and then Friday you're eating 2,600 calories. There's just no way you're gonna eat 800 calories and not be fucking starving out of your mind, because that's next to no food. It's next to no food. And any functioning human being needs way more than 800 calories to not only live, but also lose weight and so on and so forth, right? So don't eat 800 calories. You're going to be starving. You could do everything else you could eat 800 calories of just protein and you would still be starving. You could do everything else on this list we're gonna talk about and you would still be starving. So it would make it impossible to stick to your calorie deficit and impossible to stick to your diet and impossible to see results because you can't stick to it. And that's the biggest thing. So please stop trying to eat such low calories. Again, if you want to, check out the free calorie calculator I put there above in the video. Totally free calculator on how many calories you should be eating to lose body fat. Now that we had talked about that, number four, avoid these. Avoid very high calorie drinks. And that's not to say that anything is bad, because there's no good and bad foods. It's just fucking food. But when you have these very high calorie drinks, whether it's like a very high calorie Starbucks coffee, or even one of those like green smoothies, right? That's like so healthy for you. And you look in the back of the label, it's like 800 calories, 64 grams of sugar, like 10 grams of fat. It's like, oh shit, okay, maybe like that's not the most healthiest thing. And that's because those drinks are it's the opposite of what vegetables are, for example. Vegetables were very high volume for very low calorie. Those very high calorie drinks, Starbucks coffee, whatever it is, very high calorie, very low volume. You don't get much bang for your buck. So you're like loading up on calories for the day. I mean, hell, I've seen some people have 800 calories just from a Starbucks coffee, and their calorie deficit's 1,500 calories. It's like, okay, sweet, so you're supposed to eat 700 calories for the rest of the day, all because you've had this one goddamn Starbucks coffee that costs you 800 calories? It's almost like money. It's like, what are you spending your calories on? What are you spending your money on? If you're having a Starbucks coffee that's 800 calories, you're not doing yourself any favor when it comes to staying full on your calorie deficit, on your diet. Because again, not to say that food is bad or that anything is bad, but when it comes to staying full, those drinks should normally be avoided for that aspect. Not because it's bad, but for that aspect of it's very low volume for very high calories. You don't get much bang for your buck for it. It will not keep you full. It doesn't give you many nutrients. And so that's what I would say. Try to avoid those as much as you can. If you're going to Starbucks, just I've literally never stepped foot into a Starbucks in my entire life. I don't drink coffee. I would have no reason to go into a Starbucks. But I know for a fact you can get a lower calorie option. Do that. Or if you're going to, if you're getting those green smoothies that are 700 calories and 60 grams of sugar, make your own green smoothie where you can put your own food in it and put your own greens in it and put almond milk that's like next to no calories. And so there's substitutes you can do, but try to be aware of those drinks because those things add up quick. So that's number 4. Number 5, drink these. Funny, going back to drinks. Drink sparkling water. And the reason drink water in general because water is a good thing. Going back to vegetables, you should be drinking water. Drink your goddamn water. You don't have to drink a gallon of water a day. I get so many people asking me, should I drink half my body weight in ounces and should I drink a gallon of water a day? Like, listen, drink water when you're hungry, drink water when you're thirsty, and drink water if your pee is dark yellow. Voila, magic, like that's it. Like don't overcomplicate it. If you want more like guidelines, get your favorite water bottle, fill it up 5 times a day, and have it with that. Or drink a glass of water before every single meal. Do that. Like those simple things. You don't need to overcomplicate this. Like drink the water. It's gonna help you. It's like water helps you because once again, you can have more volume in your stomach. If you have more water in your stomach, the more your stomach is filled up. Water is 0 calories. And so you can fill your stomach up for 0 calories, which can help you stay full. Sparkling water, on the other hand, also 0 calories, and it has the carbonation. And the carbonation can help fill you up that much more. I have plenty of clients who, like, for example, before they go to bed or even before a meal, they have sparkling water to help them fill themselves up more, so that way, you know, they don't get as hungry at nighttime, or they're not as hungry going into a meal, so they can then go into that meal and make sure they control their calories, control their portion size a bit more. So sparkling water can absolutely help you with staying more full because of the carbonation inside the sparkling water. All right, that is number 5. Number 6 is like a baby. Sleep like a baby, like a baby's bottom. Sleep like a baby. And the reason you want to be sleeping, and the reason why it's important for how hungry or not hungry you are, there's 2 hormones that play a role in sleep: leptin and ghrelin. Leptin is the hormone that tells your body, tells your brain that, hey, I'm full, I do not need more fuel, I do not need more food, I'm good to go. Ghrelin is the hormone that says, hey, body, brain, I'm hungry. I need more food. I need more fuel. I want more calories. So those 2 hormones. When you get adequate sleep, and when I say adequate sleep, I mean above 7 hours a night, because that's what the scientific research shows us, that sleep deprived is anything under 7 hours a night. So when you get adequate sleep, there's studies showing that your leptin increases and your ghrelin decreases. So again, one more time. Leptin is the hormone that tells your body and your brain, I'm full, I'm not hungry, I'm good to go. Ghrelin is the hormone that says, hey, body, brain, I'm hungry, I need more food. So by you sleeping more than 7 hours a night, you're automatically going to shift those hormones in your favor, which, going back to how to stay full on a diet, you're gonna be more full, you're gonna have less cravings, you're gonna be less hungry because your hormones are in check. Now, if you do not get 7 hours of sleep, and listen, I know that, you know, whether if you're a parent with a young child or whatever it is, you work night shift, I understand. But the point of this is, get the most sleep you possibly can and get the best sleep you possibly can, because that is going to help swing those hormones in your favor. Because if you're sleep deprived and you're not getting enough sleep, your leptin is going to decrease, hormone that says you are full, and your ghrelin is going to increase, hormone that says you're hungry. So automatically you're putting yourself behind the 8 ball that much more. It's not to say you still can't lose body fat or stay in a calorie deficit, because you can. You could sleep 0 hours a night and you die eventually, but you could sleep 0 hours a night and you could still lose body fat. But you're making it that much harder on yourself. And like, why would you want to make it harder on yourself when it's already hard as it is, right? So trying to get adequate sleep, at least 7 hours a night, is the standard, what you should be doing. And again, if not, I would just make sure you understand that, like, it's going to be harder for you. And I've had a lot of people tell me, I can't get to sleep, I can't sleep more. And then I ask them what their bedtime routine looks like, and they tell me they spend 45 minutes a night on Instagram or on YouTube or on TikTok. And I'm like, get off your phone, dickhead. Like, you need to get off your phone and go to sleep. So audit your bedtime routine. That's number 6. Number 7, eat at the same times every day. I don't know why I only put 3. I guess eat at same time. I guess I put that. But eat at the same times every day. Going back to hormones and hunger, your hormones and your hunger are regulated from energy in, from calories in, from fuel, right? So if you're eating at, let's just call it 6 a.m., 9 a.m., noon, 3 p.m., 6 p.m., and you're eating at the same times every single day, your body is going to say, when 9 o'clock rolls around, I'm hungry, because it knows it's going to get fuel then. Your body, when 12 o'clock rolls around, somewhere around 12 o'clock, is going to say, hey, I'm getting pretty hungry, because it knows when it's going to get fuel. When 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock, when these times roll around, you're going to be hungry around those times. But guess what? You're going to eat at those times. So it all works out. As opposed to if you ate at 6, 9, 12, 3, and 6 one day, and the next day you sleep in, you eat at 10, 12, 2, 4, 6, and then 9. Okay, well, now your body has no clue when to expect food, because one day you're eating at 6, next day you're eating at 9, next day you're eating at this, next day you're eating that. It has no clue. So your hunger is going to have no clue either. So you don't know if you're hungry, and your hunger cues are going to be all over the place. So obviously that makes it more difficult to stick to a diet, to stick to a calorie deficit, because your hunger cues are all over the place. Eat at the same times every single day. I don't care what times they are. Just make them consistent, because that way your body knows when to expect food and fuel, and your body will be hungry around those times, but lucky you, you're eating around those times anyway. So that's a huge one. I make all of my online coaching clients do that. It's been massively, massively beneficial, and I know it can benefit you as well. That's number 7. Number 8, stop doing this. Stop under eating on your meals, and or stop not eating throughout the goddamn day. So many people struggle with hunger, especially at night, because for breakfast they had 1 banana, and then for lunch they had 1 sandwich, and then, from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. they've had 400 calories. Of course you're gonna be fucking starving when dinner time rolls around, because you haven't had food all day. So your hunger is gonna be uncontrollable. Going back to what I just talked about, eating around the same times every day, your hunger is gonna be uncontrollable because your body needs calories. Your body's gonna get calories. I don't care. Like, it's going to get calories however which way it's going to get calories. If you're only eating 400 calories throughout the day and then getting to dinner and like you think that's a good thing. Oh, I haven't eaten all day. I'm on a diet. I'm doing good. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Because when you get home, you have dinner, you snack here, you snack there, you snack here, you get more cravings, you snack there. You're overeating at nighttime because you're not eating during the day. Eat some more goddamn food during the day. Eat more at breakfast. Eat more at lunch. Like, one of the best things I do with my clients is I tell them, hey, have 30 grams of protein at breakfast, at least. Like, have a protein-packed breakfast. That is going to keep you so full. It's going to make the rest of your day so much easier. People are afraid to eat more during the day because, like, no, I get hungry at night and I have my cravings at night. Yes, you do, because you don't fucking eat during the day. If you ate during the day, you wouldn't have the cravings at night. Eat more during the day. And a side note off that, 250 calories is not a meal. So if your breakfast is 250 calories, that's not a meal. Like lunch, 274 calories, that's not a meal. That's a snack. Have more food during your meals. You will snack less. And because the things you're snacking on are, again, they're low filling, high calorie, right? So you just eat them. You load up on calories and you can't lose weight. If you just would eat more at your meals, you would help yourself that much more. So stop doing that, please. And the last one, number 9, if you get this reference, I love you. Panic at the Disco. So phenomenal band. What I want to say is hunger is not a panic button. It's not a sign to freak out. It's not a sign to eat. Some hunger when you're going into your calorie deficit. Again, a calorie deficit is you're eating less calories than what your body burns. Guess what? Some hunger is going to be normal. Now, I don't need you starving yourself. I just talked here about, you don't want to eat 800 calories a day. That's fucking stupid. I don't need you starving yourself. But on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is like you're starving yourself, and then 1 is like you're stuffed to the brim full, if you're anywhere from a 4 to a 7 max, I'd say it's pretty normal. I'd say anywhere in between that range is probably pretty normal, and that's what should be expected when you're going on a calorie deficit. And this is why losing weight and dieting is not that easy, because you're gonna have to deal with some hunger during this period of time when you're looking to lose body fat, because you're eating less calories than what your body burns. Your body is saying, hey, I need more calories to maintain my weight. Your body doesn't want to lose weight or gain weight or do anything. Your body wants to stay the same exact, because that's what is easiest for your body to maintain you living. And it doesn't have to do extra work. So your body doesn't care if you want to lose weight. You care if you want to lose weight. So some hunger is going to be normal, and it's not a panic sign. Like, if you're going to bed a little bit hungry, it's normal, man. It's not a sign to freak out. It's not a sign to panic, and it should be, I'll give it to you straight, it should be expected during your journey. All right, so that is my last tip. Now, I'm gonna wipe the board clean very quickly and just give you my top 10 foods you should be eating on your diet, all right? Alrighty, and now my top 10 foods you should be having on your diet. And again, these are just some great foods. You don't have to eat every single one of these, but you can start to include some of them into your diet. First one, Greek yogurt, super high in protein, super filling, very, very easy. A lot of these are gonna be just like very grab and go, easy type of thing. So Greek yogurt, number 1. Number 2, spinach. For like 3 cups of spinach, it's like 20 calories. Do you realize how much food 3 cups of spinach is? It's absolutely insane. So spinach for sure. Strawberries and watermelon, some of my most favorite hacks. For a whole pound of strawberries and a whole pound of watermelon, a whole pound, they are, I believe, 140 and 160 calories respectively. You can load up on those foods and not have that many calories. So again, you can fill your stomach up with food without having very much calories. Number 5, cottage cheese. Once again, high protein, but also the type of protein is slower digesting, so it will help keep you full longer as well. Number 6, protein shakes. You're gonna ask me which one do I suggest? Listen, don't overthink it. You know, you can get those ones from Costco. They're like, what are those? Premier protein shakes. You can get, I know, I have no affiliation with this company at all, but I know Legion Athletics is a very good brand. They have some very good proteins. I know Isopure has very good proteins. So, you know, do some research, but find one that's relatively low calorie. You know, for one serving, it should be probably anywhere from 100 to 140, 50 calories for about 20 to 25 grams of protein. Very low carb, very low fat. So do that. Number 7, potatoes. I don't, every time I eat a sweet potato or a regular potato, and yes, you can have either or, I'm just so incredibly full. Like, and don't put all, you know, don't put the butter and don't put, cause like that's not gonna fill you up. But if you have like just I don't wanna say a plain, you can put stuff on top of it, but a sweet potato or a regular potato, like not in French fry version, pretty filling. So you can that's like a very satiating food. Number 8, oatmeal, same thing. Like oatmeal is like just sticking to the bones. Like every time I have oatmeal, I know for a fact I'm not gonna be hungry for a while. So oatmeal, also very quick. Rotisserie chicken, you know, any type of meat, chicken, poultry, fish, whatever, chicken, steak, fish, whatever. You can do all that. I put rotisserie chicken because it's very quick, very simple, very easy. You just buy it from the store and start eating it. So I put that there. And last one is going to be tuna packets. And I am a huge fan of tuna packets. Very simple, very quick. Once again, very high protein, help fill you up. A lot of good nutrients. So that's what I'd say. So top 10 list right there. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, any concerns, please feel free to let me know. If you did enjoy the video, give it one of those thumbs up. I think it's thumbs up. Yeah, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Hope to see you soon, all right?